What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Quentin Phipps. Welcome to the Non-Cast Podcast, episode 3. Today I'm with the beautiful and... Go on, buddy.
I love your description. It cut out just as it went choppy as you give me lovely compliments. But yes, thank you very much, Quentin, for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you know, man. I always love talking to you. So, how's things going on your side? Going good today?
Going well. Yeah. As always, shout out to Amanda. Lots of love for her, and hope that she feels better soon.
Oh yeah, definitely, Amanda. If you watch this, I hope you feel well soon. So today I thought we would just shoot the shit on some technology topics and maybe how you got into YouTube. And you told me off stream that you have a year-old channel in August, which is fucking insane.
Yes, as of Monday week, the channel will be 1 year old. I think as it stands today, I'm at 715 subscribers, something like that. So it takes its time. It takes a while, but you don't see it fly in. It's small channel at the minute, man, but it'll get bigger. The time flies in.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm really happy for you, bro. I'm glad that you've already hit the 700 milestone. That takes a lot of dedication, and everyone that I know that watches you fucking loves you. I always like watching your stuff. So, what made you want to start doing YouTube?
Well, as we mentioned before, just before we come on, you missed the whole non sequitur thing, but that was the sort of starting point for a lot of us. It was like a hub, and started watching that, working my way, and eventually just getting to know people, wonderful people who are in the chat, like Spooky and other people like that, reached out and said hello. So, just being nice and started to make friends. And after a while, you're in the chat, you're talking. And as much as it is, I have problems with text sometimes. I don't articulate myself very well. And I speak bluntly. So when you speak bluntly in text, people think you're rude sometimes. And it then progressed from talking there to having my own Discord so I could interact with people a wee bit better, and then from that, just getting antsy and wanted to keep the conversation going, wanted to make it better, and just not saying that anybody was doing anything wrong, but you look at 5 or 6 challenges and I like a wee bit of that, and I like a wee bit of that, and you sort of pull it all together, and you have your own opinion, your own approach, and yeah, you just go from there.
Right, and by the way, hi Spooky, I hope you're doing well. Thanks everyone for tuning in. So, besides Non Sequitur show, what else was your main influence? I know you had Richard Madsen on the... Madsen, sorry, I say his last name incorrectly sometimes. Well, there was a show there.
I met Richard through Skylar Fiction. I was following Digital Hammurabi from they started their channel, and then whenever Josh moved across into Skylar Fiction, I followed him there. And then started to get a wee bit maybe known in the chat, because I was always there. You know yourself. You see the regulars always turning up. Then you get the mods and stuff like that. And they give me a few shout outs on channel for helping out with their Discord and things like that. So there was Richard always was on their channel. Then I got to meet Richard through that. Richard actually invited me onto his channel. I was on Richard's I think 3 times. Having very late night drunken conversations before I had my channel up and running, just running off the laptop,
Yeah, I got to talk to Dr. Josh a couple of times. Digital Hammurabi is a really nice guy. He knows a lot about a lot of things. Richard's also a lot of fun to talk to. I actually had a debate. I wouldn't call it a debate, more of a conversation. Channel, I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Richard's a good lad to have a conversation with. Yeah.
The community that we're in is it's a community. There's a lot of people that will.
We're losing you, Quentin.
Just because you're always willing to help, no matter what, unless you absolutely can't. You helped me set up the stream today, and I really appreciate that.
Well, I like to help people. I get bored. I get antsy. You know, if I'm not doing 2 and 3 things at a time, I feel very fidgety. I don't like to sit still. So, you know, and helping out, I don't see why people wouldn't. Like, at the end of the day, the only thing I had to do tonight to have this, you know, hang out with you and produce it for you was add the writing. That's it. It was easy for me. I had it sitting there just as a backup, because there's certain people in the community like Junk Shop and excuse me, that don't have the ability, and people like yourself who don't have the ability to put the content out. You know, you have a voice, you have a message, and you want to get involved, but money is limiting people, and it's shit, you know. And if I can help, why not? You know, I'm going to be here anyway. I'm going to be talking to you anyway, and for me just to type Quentin Phipps Random Ginger onto a screen, it's no effort, and I don't see the point. If anybody can help, why they don't help.
Right, and I agree with that 100%. Like, you know, I don't know shit about technology, as we both figured that out. Do it, setting this up.
Well, it's down to practice.
I love, like, supporting people, and, you know, go ahead.
No, that's it, man. It's just down to practice. I have no formal training in anything that I do. My background is, well, slightly from the name with the MathPig name, but I went to university for a year to do physics and maths. That's where my background was, but that's 20 years ago. You know, that's 19 years ago now, and it's a long time ago. I work through mechanic, and I work with cars and things like that. I like to work with my hands more so, but I do have that drive to learn. I'm always trying to learn. I'm always trying to do something, so... As I said at the start, it went from just being in the live chat to finding out about Discord. So my Discord, as I said, the channel is a year old next week. The Discord is 2 years old in November. You know, I did that first and learnt the ins and outs of it and how to do that. And it's literally just sitting and playing with it. Especially if you don't sleep and you're fucking antsy and you've nothing to do. Taking things apart and putting them back together again. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. You're wild choppy, Quentin. You're coming in and
people
out.
Still remember. You were one of the first subs that I had, and you were always there whenever I needed somebody to watch, and I always appreciated you showing up. And if it wasn't you, I wouldn't have met.
You're chopping.
And then
I have no idea who you met. Uh-oh. No, as I say, man, I can't remember.
I cut out a little bit there.
I can't exactly remember whose channel I seen you on first. It may have been Jay's or something like that. But I would be a sub. I would see someone and there's script that you can get. So you know, right now I know YouTube has stopped it, but back in the day you used to be able to just hit the dots and go to the person's channel. So if I seen someone make a cogent point in the live chat, or even if they were just funny as fuck, sometimes you would give them a subscribe and just follow them. Hit the button, put it on alerts, and yeah, again it goes off. It does no harm to jump in and say hello. And if it wasn't for me and Dave jumping in and watching your stream the other day, you were streaming, you were fucking struck, you didn't even know.
Yeah, that was didn't like. I didn't get the email until after you and.
Hello.
OS just doesn't like me, and you know, that's okay. I and I appreciate everyone's patience. I know sometimes that my audio will cut out. That's because I live in bumfuck Georgia, so the connection here isn't always great. So besides, you know, I know that you like to talk to Christians and talk to them about their beliefs. But like, what else do you like to do? Like, do you like? I know you used to stream Blood and Bacon, which that was one of my favorite things that you used to put on the channel. Yeah,
well, you know, the idea with the channel originally is I had a script, you know, I had a script written. I was, at the time when I was hoping to do it, it was annoying me, the whole idea of scientific nothing and philosophical nothing, and it was a topic at the time that I just seen Christians thumping and bounding and doing that, and whenever I started, it was just a break away from all that. It was just a random thing, and it was good that we'd met Tug, you know, and we all know this one guy, and he's a Christian. He was the first person I had on the channel as an interview, and really helped me out at the start whenever I didn't have, you know, when you would worry and you're trying to get people on and you're small and you're like, why would that guy talk to me? And why would that person talk to me? But being able to work with Tug, and then both of us found out that we both had this game. It was like, why not? You know? Well, he had it, and then it was only like 69p or something. I fucking bought it. And we could just do that for fun, and it was a nice wind down. As much as I do like to talk, and as much as it is good to have these conversations and try and be cross-community, it's fucking stressful sometimes. It's just nice to just sit down and chill and relax. Back in them days, I didn't have as many friends and as close friends as I have now, so just reaching out to people online and doing the streaming, it was fun to interact with people.
Oh yeah, and I love Tug. He's free.
Can't pick up or listen, hear anything, Quentin.
Actually, one of the only, like, there are...
Lost you again. Did. Yeah, so things for doing for fun. Right now, I spend all my free time with Manda because that's the best thing to do. Fun, enjoyable. She keeps me in line. She shouts at me when I'm wrong, you know. Have we lost Quentin altogether? I think we may have lost Quentin. So the MathPig show. Hey, everybody, it's, as we were saying earlier, it's my birthday next week. So if anyone wants to, oh, there we go. Quentin. Hello?
Testing.
Hey, there we go. So you were saying, Quentin? We've lost one Quentin. There's technically now two Quentins.
Testing.
There we go. I can hear you, and then you're gone.
Guess that. You can hear me now? Hello?
Yes, you're back now. I can hear you now. Yes.
All right, cool. Like I said, everyone, sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my phone, and MathPig and I have been talking about that, and I'm working on getting a computer. So bear with us.
Yeah, we'll get you sorted, man. We'll get you sorted. You just need something to jump into StreamYards. Not be too hard. We'll get you sorted. And as I said, man, it's fun to learn. So, you know, we can do this thing. At the minute, Junk Shop is just waiting on one part for his computer to come. And unfortunately, he's asking his brother or his brother-in-law to build the computer. But fuck, I just wanted to watch him attempt to build that. Because it was done on me. You know, I got instructions. When I built my computer, when I decided that I wanted to go so far to make the channel, I do try and do a lot of research and things, and when I do it, I do like to do things right. And I knew that when I had the laptop, I tried it. My very first stream on my birthday last year was shit. I think only Spooky turned up for it and maybe two other people, and it was just the loading screen of a great game I was trying to play. Did not work. So I made the splash and I got the computer, and I got some friends from Dargendorp from a server that I met through meeting Spooky, and they give me some technical advice. They build computers and fix old computers is for fun. They helped me pick a list, and it came to nearly £1,000, and it took a fucking giant chunk out of my savings, but it's given me the ability to help people like yourself and do the channel. So, you know, they watched over a video from my laptop and give me instructions on how to build it. So I've been through that, and I did want to watch Junk Shop do it. So unfortunately, we're not going to. Yeah,
that kind of sucks. Am I still coming in okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're coming in great now.
Alright, cool. You know, one of the greatest subscribers that I have to have is Spooky. I have to give him a shout out because, like, no matter what, he's always shilling other people's content. Like he shared my debate with Gavin the other day, like everywhere. He shares your content everywhere, and like Spooky, you're one of the most loyal people that I know, and I'm very appreciative of you.
Yeah, he's technically my internet granddad. From I don't know how we come up with it or where it came up with it. Maybe it's just because he's old. Love you, Spooky. But yeah, Spooky sort of, as I say, he took me under his wing. I don't think there's two people maybe that spoke to me before Spooky. I think Godless Iowan, I'm not sure of his new name, whatever he's going by now, his girlfriend at the time, I remember her speaking to me before Spooky, but that's about it. Nobody gave a fuck who I was before Spooky. He's, yeah, very good guy.
And I do have to thank you for introducing me to Dave, man. I know that we talked about that the other day. You were the one that vouched for me, and I got to meet Dave, who is one of the best fucking people. He's a fun guy to talk to, and, I never really got the chance to thank you for that, so I really appreciate you. Like, in all regards, not just blowing smoke up your butt.
Miss Snarky, yes, Spooky, thank you. No, well, man, I try to keep myself as humble as I can. As much as the channel is called MathPig, it wouldn't be what it is without the support that people like Sal, Eases and Works, he gave me fantastic support at the start. He was there to help me with the art and things like that, and made the channel look like whenever the channel went live for the first time, the first night on the computer, and I had that pigsty picture up, and it was the first picture. Like, that was just, people could think I could take that off the internet. No, Sal spent at least maybe 2 months working on that, back and forth, listening to me cunt and whinge at him that I didn't like this and didn't like that. And, what I think of the channel as a group thing. I have Manda, who is pretty much my co-host now, my partner for life and my co-host on the channel. And I have Dave, who I can always rely on to help me with anything, give me shit when I need to, just even sometimes sit on a stream and argue with people on Twitter and not even talk to you because you need support. And I really do think of the channel as a group. I'm just the mouthy fucker at the front. That's it.
Yeah, man, and I think that's really why, like, you have so much appeal to your channel, is because, like, you don't run it. You keep the order that you can on the channel, but you don't let you look at your channel like, hey, this is one big family and everyone's allowed on, and like that's how I tried to do this channel. Is like, I was watching you, I watched Jay, and you guys have been really awesome to me. Like, you've never made me feel stupid whenever, like, we were talking about something and I had no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You guys have always been very understanding that, I have certain drawbacks when it comes to learning certain things, and like philosophy, I still don't know what half of the shit people talk about when there's a philosophical debate. I'm just sitting there like, okay, Google, what does this mean?
The best advice I can give anyone, man, the way I learn at the minute, I'm not going to say this is the only way to learn or anything like that, but I'm doing the open hangouts, right? I'm tangenting here, but I'm doing the open hangouts because I feel now that I'm at the point, I have that foundation, that I know a wee bit so I can understand what people are talking about, but I still want to get better at it. Watch things for entertainment. Read stuff for entertainment that's very light on the topic, man. Get yourself a wee bit of background in it, so you can understand what they're talking about. Man, they'll back me up on this. At the minute, I'm convinced that I can build my own webcam better than I can fucking buy one. And I have spent this last maybe 2 months looking about how to rip old computers apart and rip this apart and just watching it for entertainment. And then in maybe a couple of weeks, I'll go to a technical manual. Because when I read the technical manual, then I'll know what I'll understand what they're talking about, So I would definitely just recommend, just watch shit for fun. Roll yourself a fucking doobie, put your feet up. I'll recommend a couple of real good debates you can go and watch, man, that are just hilarious, fun and enjoyable. And then from that, just move on and learn. Because we all have to start somewhere.
See, yeah, that's true. Like, whenever I was getting ready for the debate or conversation with Gavin, like, the original topic I remember was my philosophy versus Gavin's, and which is better. And I wasn't freaking out, but I felt very underprepared for the conversation. And Nicola, who is one of the smartest fucking people I've ever met,
The
I hit
other
him up and
Jay.
I'm like, hey,
The other
oh
Jay.
yeah, the other Jay. Yeah, I hit him up and I'm like, hey man, I don't know what philosophy I hold to. Do you think you can help me out? And he explained hedonism, and I can't remember the name of the other one. I'd have to look up in the chat. But he was talking to me, and I was like, wait, what the fuck does this mean?
Yeah.
And he's very patient because he knows that like whenever I ask a question, I'm not asking just to fucking argue with you. I'm trying to understand.
No,
And
I'll give you
I'm
that,
getting
man.
better at it.
Yeah, no, that's why I appreciate you, because you're modest as well. I wouldn't go so far as, there is some people that have Dunning-Kruger, but you definitely don't. Even as an example, last night when we had the random hangout and we were having people in conversations, I brought you on twice. You fucking removed yourself and sent me messages in the fucking side chat going, oh man, just leave me in the back room. I'm fine just listening. Just fucking leave me here.
Right, because like, I've always been taught, like, if you don't have anything prominent to say in a conversation, it's better just to listen. Like, some people have noticed that, like, I'll join Jay's conversation or, like, someone that's debating philosophy, and I'm not there to like, act like I know what the fuck's going on. I'm more there to listen and try to grab snippets, and, if there's time to ask questions, I'll speak up and be like, hey, so y'all were talking about this, this, and this, and y'all had me for about 5 seconds and then threw me into the fucking sharks, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. But sometimes that can be good. I remember, shout out for Dragnet Silvas, when I was talking to him about possibly doing a debate. This is maybe 6 months ago. I wanted to, I thought at that point that I had enough background knowledge with me that I could go on to and debate a Christian. And he had only done one debate before. He was quite a young guy, and he was a fucking Kent Hovind fan. It should have been a walkover, and I walked away from it because I didn't think that I was prepared enough. And when I mentioned in preparation to drag, the first thing he did was drag me into his Discord. He literally grabbed me from the chat that we were having and dragged me into another group with about fucking 20 other people, and then made them all ask me questions and just put me on the spot there and then, dumped in the deep end,
Right, and I gotta say, like, drag really did open my eyes to a lot of the things, because I've been in his Discord for about a year, and like I never really chimed up until the last couple of months because I felt like I was one of those outsiders that didn't have anything to contribute, and he introduced me to Cerberus. I think it's Cerberus Hex.
Cerberus Rex,
yeah, Cerberus Rex, and Scientist Sam, and like a bunch of other people, and they're like, dude, you can talk whenever you want. Like, it's an open dialogue, and I was just like, wow, okay. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, YouTube can be for bullshit and drama, but it also can be a way to connect with people that, you didn't think that you could with, and that's why I love watching your channel, because it's not about drama. It's not about, who's talking shit about who. And I'm like I said, I'm not talking bad. I'm not trying to call out anyone that does that. If it works for them, it does. But me and I think you both can agree, like, there's a time and place for that, but it's just not on my channel or on your channel.
Well, I'll be honest, man, it has come to the point now, and the people that I will mention, we have, I wouldn't go so far as saying we're best buds or as good as what it used to be, but we're definitely in speaking terms, and I even spoke to, I'm not going to name names, but I spoke to this person yesterday, so it's not a problem anymore. But it did come to the point where, the reason I'm bringing back the open hangouts is the channel has, it's become just interviews, and it's just become interviews with atheists, agnostics, and non-believers, right? Because, with the exception of the Richard Show, obviously. But I wanted to create dialogue. I had pre-suppers and stuff on at the start and things like that. And as the channel progressed, this stopped coming on. And I did reach out to a few Christians, and they were fine. They were grand and very decent with me. So I'm like, right, okay, this person's going to talk to me. We can have a good, cordial conversation. I think even one or two of them come on for some quiplash. So if you're up for a bit of fun, yeah, brilliant. And because I, had this sort of friendship with certain Christians, I got ridiculed for it from the atheist side, from certain people. And it got to a point, it just was, I actually heard that they were telling people to not come and watch my channel because I'm platforming certain people. And the whole point is not to platform stupid, but it's to platform people, and we talk about the stupid. Provide evidence to try and go over it back and forth. Not the Christianity stupid. I'm not trying to say ignorance, but you get what I'm trying to mean. And if you watch the drag interview that I had, that was a Sunday, and then on the Tuesday I had the Messenger Reveals on, and you watch them 2 streams, and you will see my reaction to drama. I called them out, told them to go and fuck themselves. I will do whatever the fuck I want, because guess what? It's my fucking channel. And if you have a problem with it, unfucking subscribe. Don't watch me. I don't give a fuck. The internet's huge. It doesn't really matter.
See, I actually talked to Brett Keane, and a lot of people were like, "Why are you talking to this guy?" Blah 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 blah. And I had a really good conversation with Brett. I know that he's had a past, and I didn't he thought that I went in there to troll him, but no, I told him nah, man, I'm here to have a conversation. I might be an agnostic, but I'm not going to shit on you for being a Christian or be mean to you just because you are or you hold to a certain belief. Dude, whenever you had that one open hangout about how Christians and atheists and agnostics can have an open dialogue, I was right there with you, fucking screaming in the background, fuck yeah, MathPig, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, well, that turned out, that was a whole introduction of what we were trying to go for. I had no idea what the very first night was going to fucking turn up, and I tapped a few people I knew, and one of the nice Christians that I would know would be Spartan and Richard, so I sent them invites so that I knew that I would at least have a representation from the other side, and was very chuffed that Jungle Jargon turned up. I reached out to him in one of his streams and said to him I'm having it, and he turned up. Red Fang has asked me when Gavin's going to turn up. Gavin was on stream with me. Were you there the other day, Quentin? I think you were there, where he said he was going to turn up.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, he said it twice. He did not turn up, so I have to give respect to people who go and do that and actually make the effort.
Oh, yeah, dude, because, I can understand from a Christian, I'm not a Christian, but I can understand where it's it can be fucking scary to go into a room where it's just maybe you and one other Christian and there's a bunch of non-believers. That can be fucking intimidating a bit because you don't know how it's going to go, and I have to say, I was impressed with Jungle Jargon. I think he handled himself well, and, I think you handled the chat really well.
Yeah.
And
I appreciate that.
And oh, no problem. And I've put my foot in my mouth before because at one point, and I've already apologized for this, but I at one point assumed that all Christians except for Pog were assholes, and then I met Richard Madsen and I met a few other people, and I felt bad for saying that, so I immediately queued up a stream and I'm like, yo, look, to anybody that's a Christian that watches this, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I was probably frustrated with Jill or somebody, and I spoke out of context and out of character, because not all Christians are going to be assholes. And just not all atheists and agnostics are going to be assholes.
No, people are assholes.
I try not to be.
This is the difference. People are assholes. It doesn't matter what you are. We all fuck up from time to time. I had to apologize to Dave earlier because I fucked up. We all make mistakes. It's not a problem to do that. But it's when people use that as a reasoning behind it. It's oh, you picked on me because I'm a Christian, asshole. I'm no, I picked on you because you're an asshole. Nothing to do with being a Christian, People, there is channels out there that I will not give views to anymore. I won't even interact with them, won't even mention their fucking name. Like the other day, truly, I won't mention him. Asshole 104, he won't get his name either. Because these people are not worth the fucking time of day. They are trolls. They aren't up for fair conversations. They love the moderation button. So with that time I did have, nobody's watched it, go watch the 2 videos I have with Asshole 104 versus Richard Madsen, and then the other one versus Randolph. The Randolph one questions at the end is just brilliant, because he talks that much. I just love, I'm just going to mute you. How does it feel? Mute you. Does it feel great? Mute it again. Fuck you. It's what you do to people. It has to be fair. It has to be fair. And I feel last night, Geo Sam's in the chat, I did mention to him when he was a wee bit rough in jungle jargon. I did it once to Manda. I'll not do that again. But I try to be fair. And when people overspeak, I don't care who you are. If you're overspeaking, or if you're calling someone a name, or directing your aggression towards the person rather than towards the topic that you're discussing, or the problem that you have, I'll fuck you off. It's my channel. I speak, you shut up.
Right, like, I don't agree with a lot of the shit that Jill says. But, I remember one day he came on the channel, and I'm not going to mention the person's name because, I don't want to give him any attention or views. But, like, on and said a whole bunch of racist shit to Jill, and I kicked him out, and I'm like, look, man, I'm not going to put up with that shit on my channel. But you might not like Jill, and you might not like what he has to say, but you will fucking respect people, and you're not going to bring that kind of shit to my channel.
Well, that's quite funny because
I realized, like, hey, I need to do that.
That's actually quite funny because whenever Trolley came on to my channel, oh, you speak of him and he shall appear. When Trolley came on to my channel, he was racist. So I kicked him. He made a comment because I was doing something against him because of the colour of his skin. If anybody knows me, I am not anything. I am up for free choices for everybody. I'm... Right. Yeah. Assholes are assholes regardless of who they are.
A few of my friends were like, yo, cause I turned them on to you. I don't know if they subbed, but like, they're like, dude, you're talking to MathPig? And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And they're like, what are you guys gonna talking about? Like, and I'm like, dude, honestly, I just wanted to have a conversation with the guy because he's one of you, dude. And I know it sounds like I'm sucking your dick, but I'm not trying to. But you are one of the most genuine fucking people. Like, you are who you are, no matter if you're on the internet, if you're off air, you're gonna be you. And I respect the hell out of that. Like, we need more of that on the internet.
I'm just a guy, I don't take compliments very well. I do appreciate that an awful lot. But as I say, man, referencing back, the channel it's not just me. I want it to be a platform for everybody. I want everybody to feel that if they want to have a choice or a chance, or hell, if you've got your best buddy and you want to fucking argue over which is better, Stargate or Star Trek, we'll set up a debate. Bring it on. Let's have some fun. I want it to be available for everybody.
Right, and that's exactly how I feel, man. And
give me 1 second. My dog's going buck mad. Here, just give me 1 second.
All right. Let me see if I can pull up the comment section. I cannot. Oh, shit.
I used to have a running joke whenever people would turn up at the channel, and I think the first night we went live, now we did do a wee bit of a buzz and a wee bit of a shout about it, and a lot of people like Spooky and decent people in the chat, and we have friends that we see regular, so we've at least, I think, was maybe 10 or 11 people turned up for the first live stream interview I had, which was which was really good. But whenever I was of the subscriber count of maybe 200, I know the first 100 was just sub for sub whenever you turn into chats and people subscribe back to you, but I never said that I had fans. It was just always friends that feel sorry for me. That's who, I don't have fans. I've just friends that feel sorry for me.
Right, and like, I had a question from like somebody, I don't remember who it was, but they're like, so are you just using like MathPig and ProLib and Bill from the Geek Room to get views? And I'm like, fuck no. Like, if that was the case, I would have shut my YouTube channel a long time ago. Like, I legitimately enjoy talking to you guys. Like, ProLib is a funny motherfucker. Like, I've watched a couple of his streams. I love the Geek Room. I've talked to Tata Jedi. He's a fun guy to talk to. Like, the thing is, man, I don't give, like, I'm appreciate for everyone that shows up, but even if nobody fucking watched the streams, right? If nobody showed up and it was just me, I wouldn't care. Like, I've always wanted to do, the reason why I do YouTube is simply because, like, I deal with depression a lot, and I want to be an outlet for somebody who might be having a shit day and They want to watch somebody be goofy as fuck and, you know, goof around. That's just why I did this YouTube.
Yeah, no, well, it's good to have an outlet. It is, and you know, man. In all honesty, if I don't know how the fuck having me on would get you views.
I swear to God.
No, I think my fucking OBS just died.
Oh shit.
Are we back? Are we back? I hope we're back. This happened the other day.
Me.
There we go, we're back. Sorry everybody about that. I have no idea what happened. I may have to reinstall OBS. It did the same thing the other day. It just fucking cut out on us and then come back in again. So, Quentin, you were blowing smoke up my ass. Go on ahead.
like I was saying, one of my favorite memories of you was when we were talking and I was higher than fuck, just playing with my German Shepherd and saying, yes, I am Ginger Jesus.
Yeah.
Like some cracked out fucking James Bond villain.
Yeah, I think that's something I mentioned to Dave, or was it the Discord? He asked me who is Ginger Jesus, and you know, because that's where it came from. I definitely remember you sitting there outside in the sunshine with no top on, just going, oh, stroking your dog like sort of an evil villain. It was quite funny.
Yeah, like that. Like, and you know, a lot of people thought that, like, you know, I was shitting on like Christians and stuff when I came up with the nickname Ginger Jesus. But I could give the story if you actually want to hear it.
Yeah, go on ahead, man, because if I think originally whenever we met you were a Christian or had literally just left, was it?
Yeah, I was actually 18. I had just left the religion. And my buddies and I, like, the day before I met you, I went on a camping trip with my buddies, and, you know, we all got really fucking high one day, and we all went riding bikes, and it was cloudy all fucking day, and my ass got all the way to the front of everybody on my bike, and I let go of my handlebars, stretched my arms out, and as soon as I did that, the little ray of sunshine hit me in the back, and my friends were like, oh shit, he's Ginger Jesus, come to save the souls. And, you know, and it was just like an inside joke, so, like, I just kept it.
No, well, as I mentioned to you the other day, man, I never was. I'll show you pictures. I had dark hair, you know. The only thing ginger about me is me beard, so I technically didn't ever get bullied on or picked on for being ginger or anything like that. Got plenty of getting picked on, don't get me wrong, just it wasn't directed towards the ginger or anything like that. And my wee girl, I don't even call her ginger. She is sunburst orange. Her hair is the colour of the sun. Like, she is so ginger. She's going to get picked on, but
well, like, you know, some people want to, like, speaking of being picked on, like, I just watched a video the other day that it kind of made me sad to think that, like, people are justifying bullying, like, as a rite of passage, and, like, it's really not. Like, you know, I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm not trying to be that guy that complains about fucking society, but, you know, being bullied sucks ass. Like, it's not a fun fucking thing.
I totally 100% with you, man. And depending on what way you word it, you know, I wouldn't go so far. I wouldn't say it's a rite of passage to be bullied, but I would definitely be one of the stance that, fuck me, as I say, it's really hard to use the phrasing without coming across like a prick. Like, I wouldn't have the ability to stand up for myself if I hadn't have been bullied. You know, I was bullied, and the guy was about a foot taller than me, and my mother sent me to kickboxing. That guy ended up going through a reinforced glass door, and I was suspended, but my mother was, I wouldn't say proud of me, but she was very chuffed with me. I didn't get bullied after that. And it gives you a wee bit of a confidence boost. It gives you that strength, and, you know, one of the topics I was thinking of using for the open mic night, specifically this, and I'm not sure of the wording yet, but what we'd come up with was, does trauma breed strength? You know, so does going through being bullying? I wouldn't go so far as saying it's a rite of passage. People should not be bullied. But I usually find that the strongest people in the community that we have, the people, you know, me, that I'm outspoken, and people who are there to support others, they're the strong person they are. And you usually find out when you get to know them that they've had the worst history. They've been through the hardest shit possible. And that's how they have the ability to reach out and help others because they've been through so much,
Right, and we were talking off air, and you called me like a strong person for the shit that I've been through, and in a weird way, I'm thankful for it because like it taught me a lot of things, like how to be empathetic to people that have been in my situation, and that's why I'm open and honest about the shit that I go through. Like, there's some things that I won't talk about on YouTube just because like they're not YouTube friendly, but for the most part, I'm very open about some of the shit that I go through, and it's not for everybody.
No,
like,
no, your original streams at the start, I think they're all gone now. This is a new channel, is it, completely?
Yep, completely new.
Yeah, completely new. All them hangouts, all them, they're all gone. And I've seen people screaming and shouting at you because you've, maybe you mentioned that, if I'm wrong now, man, because it is going back a wee while, but, you're a recovering addict. You've had problems with that before. And discussing the use of that online, people are screaming at you and shouting at you. Well, if you're a Christian, how could you fucking do that? And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, people make mistakes. Right. People go down.
And what, like, as some people, like, I go to NA and I can't really talk about everything that we do in NA because there's a certain rule about that. But me going through that addiction, it taught me a lot of things, and I'm not 3 years sober because of myself. If I were to say that, I'd be a dishonest person. Like, I've had so many fucking people throughout these years of me being sober support me 100% of the way, and everyone that watches my channel, everyone that interacts with me on a daily basis, I have to thank all of them because like they're the reason I am here. They're the reason why I do the things that I do. Because without them, like I'd still be a fucking addict. I'd still be that kid that, did fucking heroin, that dated Oxycontin, and I'm glad that I'm not because like I hated myself.
Yeah, but you look at studies, man, that have been done on mice. They've given mice opiates and sort of as best as they can simulated. Well, the medicine that we have, like you see people go into hospital, and we know people that take these for medical reasons, and they're not heroin addicts. The reason being is because of the support. You take a mouse that's been on heroin and put them in a group of very friendly other mice, it doesn't have, half as bad withdrawal. It doesn't have, because it's the mental state. You take one and dump him on his own, goes crazy, he's addicted to it. It's the social anxiety, or the socialness of the species that we have, the support that we get from each other. That does. I know there's a genetic component to it all. Fucking don't get all up your ass, Dave. I'm trying to be fucking colloquial here. The support that we get from each other really does help. And again, the people in the chat that are here to support the night, I mentioned in a couple of places a wee shill for yourself to get people out. It's something that me and Manda and Dave definitely do agree on. And as a group, we have our own wee family, be included, but works an awful lot at the minute. And that's what we want to try and do with this. That's why it's to give people the opportunity to grow. Hopefully you'll have got a few subs out of tonight, and I definitely appreciate you being more in Dave's. You've been brought back into the spotlight. You've been brought back into the community, and going through that, I hope you do feel comfortable and do feel that you can talk more, and we can work on that, man. As I say, we'll help you get a computer. We'll do things like this if I'm free, if you want to, and people who have a voice and people who are willing to make the effort. And as much as you fucking blew smoke up Mr. Batman's ass the other day, he's a prick. I've only just, that guy, from that 30 seconds that I talked to him, he's a fucking prick. And, you were very nice to him. And you complimented him on exactly what he was. And it was the outspokenness, and it was the ability to stand up for himself, which I do appreciate, but he's a fucking dick. And you're willing to go and talk to people like that. So a channel like yourself and a voice like yourself and someone who has the ability, we're very lucky sometimes that we can cross-pollinate. There's people like yourself and me that have, I wouldn't go so far as saying friends, but communications and contacts on both sides. And we need more people like yourself that we can do that with. And exploit it as best we can, man. Exploit that benefit, exploit that cross-community. Bring people together and have these conversations. The internet is
Well,
very polarizing.
I honestly have to. Like I said, I really need to thank you, Dave, B, Amanda, and everybody that frequents the show. Like, because I'm not gonna lie. Before I actually started going on Dave's channel, and I'm still going through it, and I'm going to therapy for it. But like, my depression hit really bad, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be on YouTube because, who am I to try to uplift other people if I can't even keep myself sane? And that's why I'm like, really thankful for Dave and you and everyone that showed me like support, because honestly, man, for a while, whenever I started this channel, I was about to throw in the towel again, just because like I wasn't feeling like, I was doing anything. And you guys, like, not like I said, not to blow smoke up your guys' ass, but like, you guys are actually one of the reasons why I started doing this stuff. Like, I started doing Minecraft because I thought that maybe somebody would get a kick out of it, and I have a few people watching it, and like I enjoy the game, and I almost cried a little bit yesterday because, like, for the first time I actually felt good about myself, and it's a weird fucking feeling. It really is.
I'll be honest, man. There's people that it's in the community. I feel very lucky to have the ability to have talked to people like Aaron Ra, and even stealing the idea from Neil 604 and a wee bit here and there. And I still would have them people, I wouldn't say on a pedestal or anything like that, but these are still people in the hierarchy, so to speak, that I would look up to. And I really appreciate the fact that that you've taken and say things like that, because it humbles me. And Brainbug being a smart arse in the fucking chat here, Brainbug nearly brought me to fucking tears last night, because Brainbug said, he sent me a message, and he's upped his patronage and said some nice things to me, and it brought a tear to my eye. And it's all of you people humble me, as I say, I'm just a mouthy fucker that can't sit still,
I'm the same way, man. I'm literally the same way. And Brainbug, I didn't get to talk to you much yesterday, but you seem like a really cool guy. Like,
if I could just interrupt right just on that topic. I'm really trying not to, because it's your channel, but I'm just going to interrupt in this. It's funny. Brainbug will like this. He was in the chat of Knox earlier with Icky Taint, I think as he's known as, and Brainbug was just, I think the phrase I used to Amanda was swinging his dick everywhere. He was like, come on the fuck, Icky, I will take you on. Robbie's open mic night, fucking turn up, man, be there on Thursday, I'll take you on, no. You're just fucking, it was, the progression that I've seen in people and channels like Brainbug is, at the minute, big focus on Brainbug. The man is just coming on in leaps and fucking bounds. The production on the channel went through the roof, and I'm not going to say that that's all down to us, but we all help, and it took me 6 months because I had to learn. I just had to show him the basics that it took me 6 months to learn, and he's already gone off and making his own fucking stuff now. Doesn't need, it's the whole idea of teaching a man to fish. He goes and fishes himself. It's... he's doing great content, and he's becoming more out of his shell, and he fucking screaming and shouting last night too. And it's just, if we can help support each other and help build each other up, our friends are supposed to make each other better. We're not supposed to bring each other down. We are supposed to be here to support each other. And I'm excited when a channel does well. I'm excited when a person feels better in themselves. I'm excited when what we do helps promote the message,
Right. Like last night, I know you popped into the stream a little bit before you went back to bed, and I was talking about like maybe doing a Patreon, and I even said like, look, man, I'm not doing YouTube for money. Like, like I said, if that was the case, I would have gave up fucking forever ago.
Yeah.
But like, if I do a Patreon, it's to help the channel or help other channels grow. Like, when I get some money in, I'm definitely gonna drop some fucking money on your Patreon. Because like I love supporting other people. Like, it gives me something to look forward to. Well,
the Patreon, I'll be honest,
like I said,
I'm honest with all my Patreons. At the end of the day, the channel, The only thing I could not afford when I bought the computer was a fucking hard drive, man. I was running on a 250 gig hard drive. A computer that can fucking produce 4 streams at a time, but with a 250 gig SD hard drive. And using the patronage and getting that, we've been able to get things for the computer, and we've been able to make this make it a wee bit better. So, and automatically I could sit down and work it out, but I think 40% of the patronage that actually comes to me, I give straight back out again. I'm a Patreon to Junk Shop Library. I'm a Patreon to, I think still at the minute, Diana, and a few other people in the community. And the money that I get, I instantly give straight back out again to help support them people. So as much as I love the money coming in to help build the channel better and to help with the equipment that we need for the channel, first and foremost, it gets sent out because... I have a computer. Junk Shop is now getting a new computer because of the patronage that myself and other people have put towards them. So even by supporting me, you are supporting smaller channels to try and help people do a wee bit better and get there. Now, don't get me wrong. I nearly ran out of diesel last month. I took my last tenner out of fucking Patreon to put diesel in the car. But if I didn't put diesel in the car, I wouldn't have got home and there wouldn't have been a fucking stream. So it still helped with the channel a little bit.
Right, I feel, everybody has their own little niche on the internet. Me, I talk about random shit and do random shit on the internet. And that's my thing, I welcome, just like you, I welcome anybody on the channel that wants to talk, who has a conversation that, that I might not even thought of. I'm not a debater. I'll put that out being 100% full disclosure.
Yeah.
I can't debate myself out of a wet paper fucking bag. Yeah. I can't. I suck at it.
Go into moderation, man. Go into moderation. It's really good. You get to scream at people and mute them. Go to moderating route.
Right. See, I don't remember exactly when, but a few months ago, Jay and One Way had a weird kind of debate thing. And I played moderator, and I actually enjoyed it. If somebody was over talking, I'd be like, hey, yo, let this guy talk. And, I wasn't being a power tripper. I wasn't just muting people to mute them. I genuinely like listening to both sides because, I don't actually get to do that a lot. I don't watch the news for 2 reasons. 1, it's depressing as shit, and 2, it's boring to me. I'm being 100% honest. I don't keep up with the news. I don't keep up with politics. Science, I love science. It might not like me, and it might hurt my brain, but I like science.
As Manda says, and I think she even sent me this message last night when we were in the open hangout. She sent me a citation to put in the description, which I haven't done yet, but she sent me that, and then the next message was, science, bitches. That's it. That's it.
Breaking Bad.
Yes, it was Breaking Bad. Yeah.
See, that's why, I'm, whenever I make streams and I'm talking about the channel, or if I go on other people's channel, a lot of the channels that I watch, they don't just stick to one topic. I know this is kind of childish, but I still like watching Markiplier and, gaming videos, but I also listen to... I listen to Jay. I remember watching a fucking video that was so far off the rails. It was talking about how eating ass contributes to coronavirus. Oh. And I don't know how, but I got a funny kick out of it.
No, I can't comment on that. I do like the conversations. I do like surrounding myself with people that disagree with me. I sent Manda and Dave a video snippet from a complete right-winger, crazy man. He's D-Live. He keeps getting struck off YouTube because they're all against the fucking right wing, He's called the Raging Humanist, and I'm popping in every now and again just because I want to get this cunt on he's a screamer. He loves to scream. And the conversation would be an absolute and utter dumpster fire, but it would be a platform of the stupidness that's on that side, and that's maybe an awful thing to do, and that particular video probably will be for views for a dumpster fire, but it's people that are in the extreme side of that we also need to bring light to. We also need to go, look at this fucking dick over here. He's a fucking idiot, This is the extreme of what we end up with.
Yeah, that's why like I share Alex Jones videos with my friends, because we can sit back and fucking laugh at him.
Yeah.
Like, dude, some of the shit Alex Jones says is nuts. Like I watched a video where he's talking about eating his fucking neighbors.
Depending on what time. I used to get my lunch between I get an hour from a lunch when I was at work. I'm furloughed at the minute, but I used to get an hour from a lunch. It would either be 1 to 2 or it would be 2 to 3, right? And depending on what it was, the Daily Atheist was on from 1 to 2. You used to pop into the Daily Atheist chat. But if I didn't get my lunch until 2 to 3, there was fuck all on YouTube. There was nothing about, nothing else happening. Do you know who I used to go and watch? Jesse Lee Peterson.
Who's that?
I would go and sit and watch an hour of fucking Jesse Lee Peterson and sit and eat my lunch in the car with that up, and I would laugh my fucking tits off. The shit that comes out of that man's mouth. It's fucking entertainment. But,
right.
No.
Do we have any questions for you in the comments at all?
There's nothing that I have seen that has popped up yet. If anybody wants questions, you will have to tag me because Quentin's on the phone. I'm an open book. I'm an open book. You can ask me anything. Or Dave asked a question. Dave, your last statement was eating ass is safe. Is it well for COVID? That's the last statement I see from you in the chat. I don't see an orange tag. Tag me again.
I was hoping to get Dave on here, but I think he was busy and I couldn't get a hold of him. But
he was sleeping, and then he woke up and had dinner, and then he went back to sleep for a while. It's been a hard day for Dave. He's a critical cripple for a reason.
Yeah, I love him to death, though. That dude's fucking great.
I don't mind saying it. I don't know if he'll return the favor, but the old cunt's one of my fucking best friends, if not the best friend I have out there other than Manda. I'd be lost without the cunt.
And Dave, I'm sorry that I missed today's stream, man. I had a whole bunch of shit going on today. I've been I got about 4 hours of sleep because I was just super busy today. And I'm going to watch the stream later on tonight, just so that way I can give it a view, because I love the streams. So, MathPig, I had a question that I totally fucking forgot about because we got off topic just for a wee second.
Just for a second?
Just for a second. Just a really long second. So, if there's one thing that besides being humble and stuff, what's the one thing that you can say you've taken away from all of the experience in YouTube?
Oh my goodness. One thing that I've taken away from YouTube. That before, to give a wee bit of context, I, after leaving university, was involved with a girl, and it was serious at the time. We were engaged and stuff and all, and it ended up in nowhere. It's a long ass story and all that shit. But I, at the time, had no internet, had no nothing. There was maybe 5-6 years away from the internet, and when I came back to the community, when I came back to the internet and introduced to the community, as I say before that, I'm a very personal person. I have a very small group of friends. A lot of people don't like honesty, and I'm happy with that. I live by a slight stoicism. There's very, very little that'll annoy me. And what I found that when I come to the internet is it's fucking high school. I'd have been safer being alone from my own stressful point of view. But again, being through that hopefully will give us strength and we can help each other. I just find that it's difficult, man. It's difficult to communicate with people on an honest basis because of the internet. And I find that it falls back on the same sort of thing in high school. You have your cliques, you have your popular people, and people are dicks. That's basically what I've come across from the internet. I have found some of the nicest people in the world that I would have never found out without it. As again, my internet family. And we do get extremes, but Oh, people are dicks sometimes. That's it. That's pretty much what I've taken away from the internet. People are still dicks, no matter where they are. Now, you know, it's a wee bit more extreme on the internet. Dave, if you don't fucking type the question, I can't ask the question. You keep giving me shit and not typing the question. You're just an asshole. Yeah. But
Well, Dave, if you want to come in, if you message MathPig or something, we could bring you in and have a little talk if you want. If that's okay with you, MathPig.
yeah, I thought you would do that, so I've built 3 spare cameras into the backup. 3 people can join. Backups upon backups upon backups. That's another thing that I will always recommend to people. You know, what is it the Boy Scouts say? If you fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Brain bug.
Yep.
As sorry, go on ahead.
Need it and better to have it and not need it than to need it to not have it.
Yeah. No, I always back up everything. I even have a backup in case Dave's fucking script that has never fails. I've even got a backup for that as well. Yeah. It's always about being prepared. If you prepare...
You even have a backup porn video.
Oh, you always have to download one and save it in your phone just in case you don't get any internet and you're out camping or something, you know? But I find that personally, from my own point of view, if I have a backup, then it's less stress on yourself, especially somebody that's, you know, not so much has an anxiety thing or anything like that anymore. But if you anticipate something, then when it happens, it's not a shock. If you understand what I mean.
Right.
You know, Mandel make a reference to a Game of Thrones fucking scene, and she knows exactly who I'm talking about. But he's right in what he's saying. If you imagine everything happening and you prepare for everything happening, then when it does happen, you don't have to panic. You don't have to worry. You don't have to, you know, you won't have that anxiety. You won't have that problem because you've already prepared, you know. It only took an extra 2 minutes to move them cameras around and just position them where. And I was like, yeah, you might have one person in. That looks stupid. 3 people will look good, right? We'll prepare for 3. And it took 2 minutes, and you don't have to worry then, you know. I'm rambling. I'm now rambling.
Right. Well, hey, man, this is just as much as your show as it is mine. So, you know.
Yeah, that's my line.
Well, I'm going to steal it from you because I'm a no-good ginger. We steal things.
Well, there's no plagiarism. If it works, you're welcome to it.
Like,
Okay, Dave is looking at the link.
All right. We're gonna have Critical Cripple on the show with the MathPig, and then they're gonna argue. And I'm just kidding. There's gonna be a fight.
Right, you have 5 seconds. It's in the live chat. 5, 4, 3, 2. There you go. There's an alarm telling us to remove it.
Sorry, again, everybody, background noise. I'm outside because inside there's an echo and it drives me nuts. Sorry, again, everybody. Yay! It's Dave. What's going on, buddy?
Oh.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get all my windows in the right place. Okay. Oh. Hello.
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 Yeah. I feel I've interrupted what is now what is actually a MathPig interview.
I'm glad that you joined because I actually wanted to do like an interview with the both of you because, like I said before, you guys are the reason why I'm still doing what I'm doing now. Like, and that's not me blowing smoke up your ass or me giving you a knob sucking. That's being honest.
I don't feel bad, Dave. Amanda was asked to join. Oh, yep, there we go. We have Amanda as well.
Hey, Mama Atheist in the building.
Hey.
Oh,
Glad that you could join.
Dave name.
Hold on, we don't actually have a mama. I've put the wrong camera up. Amanda's not on screen yet. Give me a second. Where is she? One,
I'm
two,
not
three.
going on screen. Fuck your face.
There you go. She's on screen. There we go. No, I just brought the wrong one up. Oh, I've lost Dave now. Fuck, I've lost them all.
I can still see him.
There we go. We're working now. Amanda, thank you very much, honey, for joining.
Oh, the gap between those is terrible.
Yeah, thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it.
That's okay. He was refusing to ask my question.
Oh my god.
What was your question?
Oh my ass.
What was the question?
Amanda could see the question, so you could see it.
You're just being an ass now. I've asked you 6 times. What the fuck was the question?
Well, since I couldn't see the question, what was the question?
I couldn't say it out loud. It's too embarrassing.
Oh, fuck off. That was just embarrassing to you.
This is why I love you, Dave, because you're a little turd.
I said, ask Quentin to ask MathPig about Mama's ass.
It's
Amanda, how is your donkey doing? How is your donkey doing?
What?
What?
She is a donkey?
He asked me. Yeah, Dave asked me to ask MathPig how your ass is doing.
I got you now. My son is texting me about cameras, and I'm worried he wants to take naked pictures of his girlfriend now.
Oh.
Have you told him his phone's probably the best thing for the job?
I literally said, still no naked girlfriend shots. You know that's illegal. He said, I know.
And the way that their phone is set up,
best camera to have is your eye.
Quentin, I don't know if you know this or not, but the way that Amanda has set up their fucking accounts and their phones, they're connected. They both share a Google account. So every picture that is sent to her son's phone pops up on Amanda's phone and goes ding. She was like, do you know what I just got on my phone?
God.
What? A picture of my son's girlfriend wearing just his hoodie. I don't appreciate this.
No. Kind of
Hopefully he doesn't take any dingling pics. That would suck.
Yeah, that would absolutely suck. But I have drilled it into him and his friends that regardless of the fact if they're sharing it between them, it doesn't matter. It's still illegal. Don't do it. So I'm pretty sure I'm good. I don't know how many times I've had that conversation with all of them. I don't know how this came to because I was talking about it. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I thought it was very, very funny because Amanda is that smart that she went and got fucking technical and she went into the details of the picture and she checked the fucking time and she was like, he was supposed to be playing baseball. He was having sex. That fucker.
Ask Brainbug. I had a fit about it and then texted him. I was like, oh my god, my kid is having sex. What the fuck?
Well, technically, though, he was playing baseball. He just got home. He got to home base.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. I hate my life. Being a parent fucking sucks. It sucks so hard.
Oh my god, this is great. This is the best video I've put out on my channel so far. Definitely.
You can watch us arguing with each other pretty much any day.
Yeah, this is why we had to create our own Twitter group for us 3 and another person, so we could just constantly argue with each other, call each other assholes, and yeah, that's pretty much what the chat is.
And talk, you know.
And I woke up to a lovely message this evening.
Who?
Me.
No, I mean, who did you send a lovely message to?
No, I woke up to one.
Oh, me?
What was it, abusive and lovely, or was it after she got her coffee?
Wait there. I lost it.
It was
I think
before.
it was just cunt.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it.
And you came
What a
back
lovely
bitch,
wake-
though.
I did.
What a lovely way to wake up. By the way, sorry about the train.
It certainly had some colour.
Oh yeah, you know, there's one thing about a Quentin Phipps stream we gotta remember. If there's not a train at least one time in the background, then it's not a Quentin Phipps stream.
You need to add some more sound effects, like of the room shaking.
Oh, I'm actually outside. That's the fun part.
I've got Dave's intro backed up here. If anyone, we could totally go and do a Dave's critical questions stream.
I have not answered.
Oh, that would be fun.
Fucking questions.
I would be down. I'm always down to answer Dave's questions every fucking time.
It was a good one. But I felt.
Oh yeah.
I felt bad for Jeff because and Jenny because it had already the non-sexual questions had already turned sexual, and it was a sexual question.
It's not like
that's why I laugh almost every time, because like being the asexual person on your stream and they turn sexual, I'm just like, God damn it, I'm out of the water.
The problem is, it occurred to me today that I really shouldn't start with Manda when asking those questions, because it makes everyone else feel bad.
What?
You should answer first, Dave. You should answer first.
No, I shouldn't. That'd be even worse. I lied today as well.
You lie all the fucking time on your show, and you admit it like right away. You're like, yeah, that wasn't,
I just love that. I lied today. What do you mean you lied just today?
Just today.
I don't lie all the time.
Just when I can get away with it.
When it's fun or I don't want to admit to something.
Or when it's a benefit.
Yeah, sure. Oddly enough, there's a question about that coming up.
There's only a week. Dave, now, what day is the last day of the quiz? Because you usually end on a Saturday, right? And you said you were going to go to the end of June, and that Saturday will be my birthday. Now, the problem with that is I will have Elena on my knee or Toy Story going on in the background.
Well, okay, it doesn't matter, right? Saturday is going to be the last official day, but there will be another episode.
Just one?
Season.
What the fuck?
No, there'll be another episode of this season after the Saturday.
So this season means it'll be during the day.
No, it won't. It'll be during the evening.
Well, then
So
that's new series. That's new series.
No, it's not. It's not part of the new season. Because it's kind of wrapping up and thanking people.
Oh, right. Yes.
Hopefully I can hopefully I can make it onto the new season a bit more, because I love doing it.
I'm hoping so, because it'll be in the evening. I'm hoping to get more lots of different people.
Well, you're not allowed to have that episode on a Friday night or a Saturday night.
It'll probably my guess is probably the Wednesday. I'm not sure. Right, so there'll be that. That'll be so the Saturday will be the last official episode, but there'll be another episode after. And then we'll start probably the following week with the new season.
Well, I definitely want to be on that Saturday one for at least give me 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You know, I can distract her with a toy.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're gonna have to ban Jeff for the rest of this week so Amanda can catch back up again to win the trophy for most hours done on critical
Fuck
questions.
off! Fuck all the way off!
I'm helping you.
Episodes.
I have the most episodes, but I don't have the most hours for some reason. You know why? Because nope, I'm not gonna say.
Because Dave's a pedantic asshole. You're allowed to say it. Dave keeps far too many spreadsheets. He loves spreadsheets.
I got a graph too.
Yep.
He has a graph.
I've got a lovely. Let me have a look at the graph. The lovely pie chart.
No, I'm a fan.
16. Shut up. 16.6% of the shows time on the shows. Jeff has done 16.9. MathPig has done 11%. Badger has done 10.6%.
This is super weird.
Yes,
I'm waiting for my show, Dave.
I know. I don't think it's going to be this season.
I don't give a fuck as long as I get it.
What are you getting off, Dave?
What?
So I think I'll be in a better position to do it when I've actually got some fucking free time when I'm not doing a show every day.
Quentin, are you still there? Because this is your channel, man.
Yeah, man. I'm enjoying the conversation. That's all.
Well, you asked me earlier what I enjoy doing with my free time. My free time, if I have any and we're all in a good mood, is this. Hanging with these two fucking assholes.
When are Dave and I ever in a good mood?
Never, which is very rare.
Exactly.
I think I need to learn to shout at MathPig more.
Why? What?
See,
It really helps.
It really helps.
See, I think I should get Dave, I think I should get an award for starting a pizza war on the show. That was fucking entertaining. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm wondering why I need to get shouted at more.
It seems therapeutic.
Don't lie. Don't lie, Dave. Don't lie. It's because you find it sexually appealing. You like yelling at people.
Therapeutic
Start
for
taking
yourself,
dominance.
Dave.
Does your mother know what pansexual is?
Yes.
Does my mother?
No.
Yes.
I told his mother that he was pansexual today.
No, you told no, that I was.
No, I said that MathPig was.
Oh,
No.
well, she learned that I was, so and that's actually true.
My mother knows all them, but she is of the age that there's gay, straight, bi, and greedy. So you're just greedy.
And then there's me. I don't know what category I would fall under.
Don't confuse my poor mother.
What's the opposite of greedy?
Well, that would mean giving it away,
giving?
and that doesn't work either.
Well, he's letting other people have a chance.
Other people are going to have all them chances anyway.
He's not.
I'm like
he has got this lovely complexion and hair, and he is letting that go to waste so that other people can have a chance. It is an act of charity that he is not putting himself in the race for sexual conquest.
Breeding?
I'm not awake. I can't
Wait,
find
who the fuck are you talking about?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Hey, see, I'm like the cameraman in the porno. I'm very necessary. I just don't participate.
Take the
Oh,
fluffer.
get this. Okay, it's one of my best friend's husband's birthday today. You know what she did for him?
What?
She got him a bunch of cameos from his favorite porn stars to say happy birthday to him. Good boy.
Oh, that's dope.
Anyway, sorry. You were talking about porn, so I think you were talking about porn. I know I'm not.
Well,
You were
I
just
was
thinking
making-
about porn.
I was, Yeah, I was-
Wouldn't meeting up with them for an evening have been more fun?
Probably, but I think they're afraid of COVID right now. They live in California.
well, okay, so I do want to clarify, like, just because I'm asexual doesn't mean I won't have sex. It's not something I look for, if that makes sense. Like, I'm more focused on, like, a relationship establishment than, like, hey, let me put my penis in between your hole.
Very much so.
And I know a few asexual people that are they're very happy to have sex, but it's they don't care. That's the point.
Right.
I don't get me wrong. I know several asexual people that are fucking completely freaked out by the idea. They're completely,
Oh, yeah, no.
absolutely detest
I know
the
what
idea
people
of it. There's a lovely
Like,
spectrum within the asexuals as well as with everything else.
See, I'm one of the most dirty-minded asexual people you'll ever meet. Like,
Makes sense.
You don't know Dirty Minded until you've spoken to Dave for a while.
Don't look in our Twitter chat. Don't look in the Twitter chat.
Dave is an innocent Christian child. I have no idea
Dave
what
put
he's
a
talking about.
fucking right. This is what fucking Dave right. This is how innocent Dave is. Manda's sick, right? Manda's just out of hospital, nearly died twice. Manda's now got pneumonia, right? And from a personal point of view, I'm the only real person that's getting to see Manda, and all she's wearing is what I now refer to as her ET hoodie, because she was not a slight shade of grey when she wore it for 3 days. Right? And we're at that. And what Dave's solution was to add to the wish list that we were making to try and get some stuff for Amanda and do a wee fundraiser, which, by the way, we nearly got $300 worth of stuff, which is fantastic. Dave added a machine gun massage with a dildo attachment. Right? This thing looks like a handbrake. Now, and I know from Americans, you drive an awful lot of automatic cars over there, but if you have ever drove stick, you have a handbrake in between the two chairs. And that's what it looked like. And this thing...
What practical things?
OBS
Practical
cut out
things
there.
that I
Yeah,
for a
like
second.
a huge vibrator.
Fucking OBS keeps cutting
Everyone-
out. OBS cut off again. There we go. Everybody's back.
Oh, they missed that.
They missed me
Alright.
doing the double
We are-
action motion. So for it keeps cutting.
But
It cut off again.
we are back, I think. God damn it.
Right, I'm just physically
You
going.
know what it is.
I'm watching it. It's grand. We're back now.
I want to know who bought the tail.
We're not telling.
Nobody in
Wait, what?
particular
There's a
bought the
tail?
tail, but the money that was donated went towards buying the tail.
Ah, fair enough.
Because I
All
wanted
right.
it.
So we are talking about sexual exploits, I think. I don't know. I'm lost.
Not really.
No, but you know, I'm really grateful you guys decided to come on. Like, it makes me feel some type of good way. Like, I have an emotional boner, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Aw.
I totally get that, man. That's why these two fuckers in particular have been banned from doing anything for my birthday. Man. I have a big emotional... Yeah, I cry far too much for a big manly man.
Right,
But, I'm gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to come see you on your birthday and do something that'll make you cry.
I have to tell you how much you mean to me.
There's no comparing what we
Dave
did
forgets
today,
that I actually have
so-
control of the Hangout. This may be Quentin's channel, but I'm in charge, fucker! Oh, no, don't do that, Dave, because I'll just cry. Like, I think that near enough paraphrasing or going exact words are as close as I can remember. I said to Amanda, I was like, if you did the videos that we did for Dave, I'd just be a crying mess for the whole stream. You know, it's...
Yeah,
I know
I've
what
been
you want for your birthday,
complimenting.
honey.
I've been complimenting MathPig a lot. Now I think he's about to tears now. So push him harder.
I could say something.
Say something.
I'm not gonna be mean.
Go for it. You don't have to be mean. I've nothing to hide. I'm a crying mess.
You're a twat. That's what you are.
What?
I love you. Fucking asshole.
I'm a twat. I fucking love you. You're an asshole.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Yep, okay. No.
You know, like, this is, like, so whenever I started I'm sorry I'm taking it back to this. Whenever I started my old channel, this right here is what I
He's not immune either.
think. You fucker. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to have, like, a group of people that I admire, like, dearly, and just have them on and shoot the shit. Like, this is my idea of fun.
I question your sanity about the people you admire.
Oh, dude, everyone questions my sanity. I mean, I'm a ginger. I'm chaotic neutral.
Well, you know, from my point of view, being at the start that, you'd asked me and then you'd asked Manda and stuff like that, and I know Manda wasn't well, and we're very thankful that she's here. And, when Dave joined, he said, I feel like I'm interviewing or jumping in a MathPig interview. No, as I have said now, this would be the third time in this interview alone. The channel it's a group. I'm nothing without you two.
That's not
Yes, you are.
true.
The channel is nothing without you.
I'm just
Because
the
it's
mouthy fucker at the front. That's it.
Yes. It's the mouthy fucker that makes it all work. The talent.
Well, that's why I get 45 minutes to an hour before you've got to come on.
The diva.
Well, like, that's what I was saying last night in my stream. Like, I don't know if you guys caught that, but, like, that's legitimately what I was saying. Was like, dude, this isn't my channel. Like, it has my name on it. And it has my logo, but it's not my channel. It's my fucking family. Like, besides my stepdad, I don't really have a family. Like, you know, I'm not close with my biological family. My mom passed away 2 years ago. Me and my adopted family are fucking on horrible terms right now. So, like, you know, the people, like you guys are my family. You guys treat me like I'm a fucking person, and I appreciate it. Like, I'm close to tears, god damn it.
Look, you can't put yourself down just because you're ginger.
Right. Just don't tell anybody else, because, like, I do have an evil ginger reputation. So let's just
don't get it wrong, man. You know, there's a backstory with me where a lot of anger issues. You know, there's a whole function where my
you cannot blame being ginger on that. You cannot blame that on being ginger. You're not a real ginger.
The genes are there. The morphology may not be there.
Hang on. I'm Ginger Jesus, and I speak for the gingers. MathPig is a ginger.
Thank you very much.
He's a fake ginger.
I don't dye my beard. I'm just a mediocre ginger. I'm not a fake ginger. I'm mediocre.
Mediocre.
You know what, MathPig, you're King Ginger. If I'm Ginger Jesus, you're King Ginger.
Oh, but then I need a crown, and I ain't got no fucking hair in my head. Never mind ginger.
But if you had a nice,
oh, you got that hat.
No, if you had a nice planty type crown, like a laurel wreath, that would detract from the head.
It's a very egg-shaped pointy head, man. I never even was wonderful enough to have a 4-head. I was born with a 5-head that became a 7, and now it's just all of me.
Oh God.
You still
one of my buddies is watching this, and he's like, you know what you need to do? You need to get the crown of thorns for your fucking for your profile. I'm like, yeah, no, that's taking it a little too far.
We gotta love fucking Dave's keyboard.
I'm trying to source myself some porn.
All right. Well, if we hear a couple thumping noises, we know what Dave's doing.
What I find funny is Manda's laugh at that point.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
She's sending me abuse. I just checked in. I was like, you're awful quiet. Is everything okay? Go fuck yourself. Right, thanks. I'm going to go back to the interview.
So... Fuck, I forgot my question. God damn it. My ADHD is just terrible today. Fuck. God damn it.
So the sky's blue.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Right now it's black.
Is the Earth flat, though? That's the question.
Sorry, Amanda.
What?
Very sorry. Sorry, there's a technical difficulty. We just lost Quentin.
You motherfucker.
Why do you want me to scream at you?
You do know, I don't know if Quentin, I don't know, hold on, if I can, right? Quentin, I don't know if you know, do you know of a person called Mark Sargent?
No, I don't.
Mark Sargent is one of the first people that came up with that idea, I'm that craziness, and he has been going for years. He's been on UTV, he's been on TVs, he's been on Australian TV. I got an interview with him, had a talk with him, and then we invited Manda on, and I think 6 minutes into the after party he said not nice things, and Manda told him, I don't need your science, I know the science, I know the math, you can suck my dick. So don't mention.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. But to be fair, I didn't know we were live. I thought we were still just sitting in the bathroom.
She says that, but there is recording of me telling everyone that they're live.
We were busy fucking yelling at him. I think me, Sal, and Dave were just like, no, you're fucking wrong. Shut up.
Well, it was very funny. And as
Oh
a
my
really
God.
genuine, nice person, when he uploaded it to his channel, he edited out Manda shouting, Dave's question, and his rage quit. He was very
terrible.
genuine about that. You know?
So, God damn it. Fucking scatterbrain ginger motherfucker.
Well, I'm going to
Hit it
shit
again.
myself. On that
Maybe-
note, there is a T-shirt that now says "I know the science, I know the math," and on the front and on the back it says "Suck my dick." There is on the MathPig merch store. Check it out.
Hell yeah. Before I think I remember my question before I do that. Guys, please, to all my subs that didn't come from them, show these guys some support, please. Like, they're fucking awesome. I watch their channel a lot. Just go out there, check them out, fucking do your thing, because these guys are my friends and I fucking love them. So,
I'm gonna, at least on the first topic, speak for me and Dave. Manda's the only one here between the three of us that puts out anything worthwhile.
That's fucking bullshit.
Dave asks questions and I talk shit. Manda is very well educated, one of the smartest people I have ever met, and even just in normal conversations, she climate change playlist. Go and check that shit out. A lot of information there that's definitely worthwhile watching.
Amanda, I do have to say one of my favorite things from yesterday's stream on MathPig's channel was you screaming at Jungle Jargon in the back room.
It's just, like, I know what I'm talking about.
If you watch back in the stream, there was
real.
If you watch back in the stream, there was a split second where Dave popped on towards the end and then went, "Fuck you, MathPig," and then popped back off again, and I reappeared.
I thought, fuck it. I'd already started making a quiz thing, and then I changed it into my questions thing.
Right? Nobody heard any of Dave's because OBS did its wonderful thing again there. You got to hold 5 seconds where you were gone. You're
It's
back
a
up.
secret. It's a secret no one will ever know.
Yeah,
I'm not revealing it.
nobody's
I'll take it to my
allowed
crib.
to know.
What? Hey, what are we talking about?
How you guys got started on YouTube?
Oh, I got harassed too. I don't know why.
Fucking
I-
OBS just updated the day. I'm blaming that. That's shit. Fucking stupid. Yeah, it's not.
I don't have this problem with OBS.
Dave's an asshole moving on. So people got harassed. So I'm the only one that wanted to go on and talk to people. You came here because you were harassed.
I don't want to fucking talk to people. I don't like people. People are assholes.
Yeah, me too.
The worst thing is, I had thought about making videos, and I am going to make some videos now, hopefully now that I've got some time, right?
And
The
1,000
problem is,
plus
I don't want to make
subscribers.
videos for atheists. I agree with most atheists.
Yeah, regardless of my name, I don't talk a lot of atheism on my channel. So,
That's why it's the only one worthwhile watching.
oh, okay. What about yours?
So,
No, don't sub to me. Don't sub to me because you'll prove me wrong. Because for this last 6 months, I've said that I'll never break 600 or 700 subscribers, and I'm at 715. And you're all gonna. I don't like being wrong.
Sub to me then.
Yeah, sub to Dave.
Dave has all the
no,
subs.
sub to both of them. Sub to all three.
Sub to Spooky.
Do it.
Spooky makes good content.
Spooky makes weird content. Sub
Yeah.
to Spooky.
Spooky's latest video, I'm not shouting him out and calling him a cheater, but he's totally a cheater. That wasn't his video. The most recent one wasn't his. He stole it.
See, I remember the very first video I ever made for YouTube. I was at the public library in the place that I was growing up, and I was really fucking bored. And it was a Mac desktop, and I saw that they had a photo booth, and I'm like, okay, what can I do with this? And then I was just like, you know what? I've always wanted to make a YouTube video. So I got on Facebook, I started playing Bejeweled Blitz, and I'm whispering into the microphone at a public library where people are walking back and forth in the background. And that was my very first start on YouTube. It was just me being a cringy little fucking 12-year-old.
My first video on YouTube was a game I played when I was a 12-year-old. It was Day of the Tentacle.
Love Day of the Tentacle.
Oh, shit.
I think it was known in America as Manic Mansion 2.
No, it wasn't. Manic Mansion was the prequel.
Right, I need to run to the toilet. Don't break the stream.
Fuck, we have to talk now?
We're going to talk about shit. We don't know. Oh, crap. Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
Fucking...
I'm being a potato.
A potato?
Yes, I am the potato.
You are the potato. I got a cough. I'm quite worried. Although saying that,
He's got corona.
But I'm more worried about Manda.
Yeah. I'm a little worried too.
Don't spread your digital cooties.
Yeah.
Did you see the tweet I put out earlier from Reddit?
No,
I did not.
I shall read it to you. Apparently it is an old or traditional saying. Where are you? Apparently I've tweeted other shit. Apparently I tweet too much.
Do you tweet too much?
You don't tweet enough, honey.
Right.
I don't tweet enough.
Remember the old saying, good people finger everyone equally.
I insult people equally.
Now, I don't recall this old saying.
Did we
Do
lose
you finger
Quentin?
everyone equally?
Did we lose Quentin?
He's muted.
No, sorry, I had to mute real quick. Somebody was screaming bloody murder in the background, and I didn't want to have that on camera.
Is it the same person that was screaming bloody murder? Bloody murder before we went live? It was like, what the hell was that?
No, it was a different person, but yeah.
Same principle.
Man, did you say
Fuck,
I
I
don't tweet
can't
enough?
remember the first thing I tweeted.
You can't remember what?
I can't remember the first thing that I ever tweeted.
I've no idea what the first thing I ever tweeted was.
First thing I ever
I came
tweeted.
on,
I don't know.
I came onto Twitter. How I came onto YouTube actually was from Twitter. How I came onto Twitter is because I came on to follow, to interact with TV shit, comedians and things like that, and then I created Critical Cripple because I wanted to troll Trump, and the name stuck.
Amanda, Dave, were you there whenever I told the story about Ginger Jesus and how I came up with it?
Yeah, I was there.
I have no idea.
So there's another part to this story that I didn't tell. So Dave, I'll give you the rundown of the first part. I was in a camping trip with my buddies. We all got really fucking high, and during that day it was mostly overcast. So we all decided that we were going to go on a bike, and I got in front of all my friends on my bike, let go of the handlebars, spread my arms wide, and then as soon as I did that, a little ray of sunshine hit me in the back, and they all called me Ginger Jesus. But the second part is even more interesting. So we sobered up, went to a campfire, and then we started smoking more weed, and one of my buddies bought a box of wine. Boxed wine.
Why the
and
Classy.
that literally?
well, I mean, okay, look,
that
we
made
were
me sick to my stomach. Okay.
we were
It's
an
just
age
wine
where
in
you're
a
not allowed to
plastic
buy
bag.
alcohol, and what we could get, we could get.
So you get fucking
So-
boons when you're underage. You don't get boxed wine. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, hey, I don't
Man,
know.
did you run out of
Anyway.
coffee?
So
I need more
Not
coffee.
in the class at all.
it wasn't box wine. It was like this big box of like fancy wines and shit. That's what it was.
Okay.
And my buddy and my buddy took it from his parents because they were never gonna drink it. And we had like a shit ton of water bottles, and so they passed me a bottle of wine. I sit it down for a second and pick up a bottle of water, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, he turned wine into water. He's Ginger Jesus."
Your friends are fucking weird.
You know, oh, my friends, dude, that's not even some of the dumbest shit that we've done. We used to have like nut punching competitions to see who gets someone harder in the test.
Oh my God, okay, so Angel comes to me one day and shows me this video. That's what he does with his friends, and it was just him walking down the hallway with his camera and just fucking knocking the shit into one of his friends. But no, oh my God, they're idiots. Teenagers are fucking idiots. Quentin, how old are you, if I can ask?
I'm 22.
Well,
Jesus fucking Christ.
have you seen what he looks like?
What?
Have you seen what he looks like?
I know what he looks like, but I just didn't know what age he was. You are closer to my son's age than you are to mine.
I got that nice neck beard. You know, that Joe Dirt white trash beard.
Me?
Yeah.
You know how old I am.
Manda, I remember going down a hill on a homemade go-kart, and this thing just lost control at the end. And at the very bottom, there's a sharp corner into a garage area, and there was no turning. This thing was not turning. We gained that much speed, you could turn the steering wheel. It was a very steep hill, Stanfield's Hill, and we were going down that thing, lost control. All I'm wearing is a pair of shorts and shoes. It's the middle of the summer, beautiful summer's day. Lost control, ended up going head first into a fucking pile of nettles. My entire body, top from my head to my fucking legs, was just covered in nettle stings. We do crazy shit when we're young.
That kind of reminds me how I learned how to ride my bike the first time. So whenever I was in foster care, I didn't really get the chance to learn how to ride a bike. So when I was 7, I was in a foster home that was on a farm, and there was this huge fucking hill, and at the very bottom of it, there was a scrapyard. And so my foster dad gave me this bike that didn't have any brakes on it. He put me on the bike and shoved me down the hill, and he's like, "Hey, you're gonna have to learn how to steer before you learn how to brake." And
braking when
I
you're
ended up crashing into that.
Relatively easy.
Oh yeah.
See that brick wall? Brake.
We burnt holes in the bottom of our boots. We learned that at a very young age. If you swung your right foot up and put it on the top of it, you could stop yourself that way. We would come home and just holes burnt in the bottom of our boots, and Ma would be like, "What fucking hill were you going down now?"
We used to like put like rubbing alcohol or some shit on the sidewalks and catch it on fire and then stomp it out.
I'm not going to continue that conversation because Manda's already annoyed at me. She's heard these stories about. Yeah, I grew up in Northern Ireland in the
Annoyed
90s.
at all of you.
What did I do?
You asking me my age, which you already fucking know, but you already
In all retrospect, just a little bit of defense for Dave and to stand up for him a wee bit. He has asked me twice in just private conversations what age you are. He is Dave. He does forget.
Why do you care so much? I'm younger than you, Dave. I'm older than Robbie.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's close enough.
She looks better, and she looks.
You were closer to my daughter's age than to me.
She looks better than both of us.
I'm 3 years younger than you, sweetheart.
She looks
so definitely
better
close
than
to
both of us.
you. I have a 16-year-old, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, and
Yes.
Right,
You know
can I
that.
ask a question, right? Before Amanda starts screaming, can I ask a question, right? Amanda, this is relevant to you and Dave,
Sure.
right? Because we're of this age. When yous were growing up, right, and yous had your first bike, your first bike, did it have gears? Was it a
your
gear?
first fight.
Your first bike.
Fight.
Bike. Bicycle.
Bike. Bicycle.
Okay.
Right? At the minute now, we have a bike for Elena, and I'm trying to teach her how to pedal, and use the bike. And it's got three, it's got the stabilizers at the back. It's a wee pink bike, and she's on the pedals, and she can push down, but she can't get the motion of, moving your toe down to bring the foot back up again. She's not getting that as much as I try. And this bike has a cogging system in it, so if you could push the bike all day long, the pedals aren't going to move. I remember when we were growing up, when you pushed the bike, the pedals moved regardless. If you didn't, and it helped learn.
That's better when you're trying to learn.
Yes.
If she's going down a little bit of a hill, there's no resistance of it, and so the pedals will turn easier. You should ask about how we did it with our kids, not how we did it personally.
Yes, well, this is why I'm bringing it up, because it was fucking frustrating the shit out of me. I spent about a half an hour, 40 minutes out the front of the house with her, and then just gave up and took a few pictures. Because I was like, yeah, you look great in the back, yeah. She couldn't get the motion to go down, and I was trying to hold the pedal and move it for her, but as it was trying to go up, it wasn't this, and I was getting frustrated, and my mother came out and goes, what's annoying you? And I was like, well, if it didn't work, whenever I was a child, I just get hit in the back of the shin with a fucking pedal. If you don't learn...
Inertia.
What?
That's inertia. That's all you need.
She would just keep her feet on the pedals, and she wouldn't move, and she wouldn't get the motion. The pedals do not move as the bike moves. It was the wrong bike to get.
But if you're going down a little bit of a hill, there is no resistance, and the pedals move easier.
I'm just saying it was the wrong bike to get. I think Dave understands the point I'm making. It's not as good to
So I'm just fucking wrong.
No, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm explaining it badly, and I'm asking.
The problem is getting over the hurdle of. It's one of those things that I don't want to tell that story. I get into trouble.
Well, this is why I'm asking. I'm looking advice for two people who have been through this. What did you do? Did you come over that problem, or did you just buy a different bike?
She had a small mountain bike. She did not have fixed pedals. It was normal ratchet, and she had. I didn't even use stabilizers. She had no problem with lots of it, but she had a little bit of problem with something that I'll tell you about later.
And Manda, did you have the similar bike, or did you just fuck Angel down a hill?
No, I mean we worked on it. He didn't have a problem with when he had the extra wheels moving about by himself. But it was easier when you took those wheels off and it was just two wheels to do it down a little. The driveway we lived on had a bit of a hill, but it wasn't a lot, so you could let him coast down it, and he would hold himself up better. If she's not moving the pedals, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah,
it's a pedaling problem. I think it was the wrong bike to get. I wasn't involved in the getting it. My mother bought the bike.
She'll get it.
Oh, she'll get it eventually.
I remember the first time I thought I was going to be a skateboarder guy, and I learned very, very quickly that a fat kid that has very little hand-eye coordination cannot ride a skateboard. Because I was super excited. I learned how to ride a skateboard when I was 18 because I never really picked it up. I never really cared. And my mistake was I got super fucking baked, and I got that confidence of just you know what, I can go down the half pipe. I got this. I'm a pro. And I went down the fucking thing, and as soon as I'm a halfway down, I immediately fly off my fucking skateboard and face plant into the other part of the fucking ramp. That was a fun fucking conversation to explain to my parents why I was in the hospital.
Amanda has heard this story before, so hopefully she won't shout at me again for it, but my mother had a vintage pram in the attic from whenever I was a child, and we got up into the attic one day when she was at work during the summer, and we took this pram down, and we ripped the axles out of the pram, and we got a pallet, and made a go-kart out of it with just rope, for steering, and drilled holes with the power tools that we totally shouldn't have had, and put bolts through and stuff. And the only hills beside our house are wild steep. I'm going down and steering it, and my mate's on the back. My cousin actually is on the back of it. And it picked up that much speed that he shit himself and was scared. So he was just like, I'm out of here. And jumped off. But by him jumping off, it put the whole back end of the fucking cart all over the place, and ended up hitting the curb, rolling into some guy's garden, and just, not wrecked myself. I didn't need hospital, but my ma come home and seen bits of the vintage pram in the backyard and mangled wheels in the front drive. She was not a happy camper. No.
Oh, I bet. That doesn't. I bet. I was looking at the comments in the stream. I saw Geo Sam. What's up, Geo Sam? Thanks for coming. Thank you, Seraph. Thank you, Spooky. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming up. I'm not ending it yet. I just want to thank you guys. And yeah, MathPig, I did get a bunch of subs from you and Dave and everyone, because I was at 24, I think, and now I'm at 32. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Brilliant. It's good to hear. And they're genuine subs. If you really wanted 10, I could give you 10 subs, but these are genuine subs.
Like I said before, man, for me, it's not about subs. It's about people who want to come out, enjoy the conversation, be a part of it, and, have a good time. Whenever I'm playing Minecraft, one of my favorite things is just to, fucking talk to people while I'm building a fucking house full of TNT ready to blow shit up.
Yeah, no, games are good. That's what I was saying to you. You need to relax sometimes. You need to just have a bit of fun. And if we can at least, have that with the community that we've got here and have fun with your friends, it's just another level of getting to know them. We talk about these things in the chat when the topics is going on, but when you're just sitting, right now, I'm getting to know more about you, you're getting to know more about Amanda and Dave. We're building a friendship here more, than just a bunch of weirdos that are talking on the internet.
So while we're waiting for them to come back, what was your first experience of getting high like? Do you remember it?
My first experience of smoking weed was in my friend's house. His parents were away for the weekend. It was in the front living room. Sorry. In the wee front, there was the nice room and then a wee back room where the kids would play, and we were in there and we were smoking, and it was all the walls were red. We called it the red room, and I smoked and fuck all happened. Went to the kitchen, did buckets as we called them in the sink, water bongs. Fuck all happened. Honest to God, did not get high the very first time I tried it.
Yeah, see, I didn't have that problem. The very first time I ever smoked weed, I was hanging out with my cousin. He's like, hey man, you ever done weed before? I'm like, no, but I wanted to try it. And he brings out this fucking gas mask, right? I'm like, how the fuck are we supposed to smoke weed out of that? And he's like, hang on, wait. And he brings out this fucking 2-foot tall bong, right? With a fucking bowl about that big. And he's like, alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put the gas mask on you, and then I'm going to attach the bowl, and I'm going to light it, and whenever you're done inhaling, tap on my shoulder. So, he's lighting it, and I'm trying to remember what he said to help me breathe, and I forgot that I needed to tap him on the shoulder, so I'm just breathing in fucking weed, and I cleared an entire bowl, my first time ever smoking weed, and I was about to pass out, and he's just like, dude, if you need to breathe, hit me on the fucking arm, and I'm just waving my fucking hand like, help! And I remember about 30 minutes later, right, I'm sitting on the couch, and we're watching the live-action Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah.
And I look at my cousin, and I'm like, you know what's kind of weird? Why is it that Scooby walks on all four, but, Goofy walks on 2 legs?
Different cartoons.
It was a fucking blast.
Man,
Right.
just to say, the internet's getting a wee bit choppy here. I think it's going to maybe cut out on us again, and it's just going to be back and forth or so. So 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, if that's cool.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to keep fucking cutting out here. I'm not sure what's wrong. I have a new terabyte ordered, new 3 terabyte drive coming for the computer, and there'll be a fresh install. I'm not sure what's going on, but as I said to you before the stream, the internet's a wee bit twitchy tonight, keeps cutting out on us, so I'm not sure what's happening. Oh, and then Quentin left.
Sort of.
I totally didn't do that. I don't know what that was. Just that was quite funny. We'll give Quentin 2 minutes if he doesn't come back. Oh, he's back.
What the fuck? What I was saying was, is there anything you want to talk about for the last 15 minutes that we can shoot shit on?
Scooby-esque style sandwich.
I just want to say thank you, Quentin. Thank you for having me on, man, and thank you for the nice things that you say about all of us. And if you can take any sort of inspiration from what we do and even mold what we have done into a better channel and a better conversation, then that's just what we try to do here.
What are you talking about? I haven't done dick. I don't even produce my own shit.
No.
That's on you.
MathPig, it's been my pleasure having you on, man, and I hope I can have you on again, like any fucking time. Like, like I said, you guys are really. I feel like you guys have been really awesome to me, and MathPig, we've been friends for at least a year now, I think. So, I mean, like I said, I love having people that I enjoy talking to on the show. Sometimes my channel is a shit show, a dumpster fire. Other times it's like this, where we have fun and we have random ass conversations.
No, thoroughly enjoyed it. I definitely have, and at the end of the day, man, I've been humbled by the things you say. I really appreciate it. I really do. And the channel itself, I'm glad the interview did end up bringing my two best friends on, because it isn't just me. It's everybody and everything that does go on in the background. And I really do appreciate you having me on and being open to having Manda and Dave on as well. I thank you very much for that.
Oh yeah, no man. Like the thing was that I was trying to actually I was trying to make this happen because I knew like you guys ran together pretty closely, and I was like, you know what? I know I want MathPig on, but I think I can maybe try to get Amanda and Dave on. That would be fucking great. That way we have the wild team of YouTubers that I actually enjoy watching.
It would have come on. Yeah, I'm dying. That's all. Just a little.
No. like I said yesterday, Amanda, I respect that you're not feeling great, and I'm just thankful that I'm just grateful that you came on. Yeah. Whoa. Plagiarism. We have plagiarism.
Mine's not.
But and thank you everybody, legitly, and I wholeheartedly mean this. Thank you everyone that came out and showed some support to the show.
Dave, why is yours bigger than mine?
You can't
That's what she said.
shit.
Story of your life.
Oh, honey, I don't think so.
Booyah! That's the girl. Thank you, honey. And that's not trained, but just to say, no hesitation there.
You want me to prove it?
Go
I don't
ahead.
think-
I will
No.
prove it myself.
No. I don't want, no offense, Dave. I don't want to see your penis. No, thank you.
Everybody wants.
I don't want to see MathPig's penis.
No. That is saved for... yeah.
For what?
So,
For you! I wasn't going to say saved for Dave.
I'm saving myself for Dave. I'm just dating.
I'm saving myself for
So-
marriage.
So, I know we got about maybe 5 or 10 more minutes before we end this. So do you guys have anything that you want to talk about that's coming on the channel? I know, Dave, your new show's coming up soon. MathPig. Got
I
anything?
have Godless Engineer is coming on Monday, and then Monday week is my birthday stream. A year for the channel and 37 for me. So
You're welcome, by the way.
Oh, and obviously next Thursday I'll be having, and thank you, Pet. I really do appreciate that. Next Thursday we'll be having open mic night. Everybody's welcome, and call round, jump on. Yeah, the more random people we get, the better the conversation. As long as you're cordial and respectful, then you're definitely welcome.
I'm
not exactly that.
All right.
On his birthday stream.
Sorry, man, to go on first.
Amanda, do you have anything coming up?
No, what did Dave say?
I can't go.
He's got a sandwich.
I have Robert Reed on this weekend. We're going to talk about how much the South fucking sucks.
Hell yeah.
8 p.m.
He's
Eastern.
actually from the South.
I can agree with that.
So, but he's also, a black man that lives in the South. So, yeah, he will have plenty to say, I'm sure.
Dave will be sleeping, but I'll be there.
Yeah.
Davey boy, you got anything besides the show coming up?
Not that's interesting. I've got a few interactive videos planned.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
You still working on that? I thought that fell to the background.
No, that's so different. But yes, I am still working on that, but it's very much in the background. That's not what I'm talking about. It's interactive videos aimed at Christians. What I said before was I'm awarding points to anyone that can make MathPig cry on his birthday stream.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
fucking blow this out of the
Challenge
water. I win
accepted.
already. Nope, hands down, this is me. I got it.
Well, just to say
a
to
little quick.
Surf, I'm having the birthday stream on the Monday, but my birthday is actually the 1st of August. You say you're only
I
a few
already
days
said
older.
that in the chat, honey.
Pardon?
You weren't paying attention.
Oh, did you say? Thank you, Pat. Sorry.
A couple of things I got coming up is maybe in about an hour I might stream some Minecraft. Tomorrow I have Progressive Liberal on, and I have Bill from Geek Room, and that's going to be at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And that's all I really have planned. Is there anything you guys want to say before we wrap up?
If I check, I do remember helping the Geek Room set up or fix something on their Discord. I could sneak in if I still have some admin access and just give you if you want to have some fun. That's evil. Let's not do that. Moving on.
You guys got anything before we wrap this up?
I just want to say, from a personal point of view, thank you very much, Quentin, for having me on. Thank you very much for your support, man, and saying nice things. I have an awful lot of love for the other two people that came in here and joined. And again, just I'm humbled. The channel's not me. I'm just a mouthy fucker with a lot of good friends.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
fine, I wasn't talking or anything.
Amanda, go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm working on something with Brian, and I'm working on something with Chris Shelton too, and working with something with Dark Matter. So, other than the stream coming up, that's about it. I'm trying not to die, pretty much. That's kind of my focus at the moment. So, but other than that,
There you go. Rock on. Can't wait to see it.
Yes, a big bunch of your presents should
Dave?
arrive next Monday.
Cool.
Anything you'd like to say, Dave, before we cut up this out?
No, MathPig needs to stop being nice.
I need to stop being nice.
All right,
I'm
well.
a fucking asshole. Ask Amanda. She tells me all the time.
I do. Gotta keep him in his place.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for thank you, MathPig. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Dave, for all coming on. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad we had this conversation. Thank you to everybody that was watching the live stream. If you liked it and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, punch the like button in the face, and until next time, we'll see you later. This has been Quentin Phipps, MathPig, Amanda, and Dave. And this was the episode 3 of the Noncast podcast. Thank you for watching and have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.